guys subscribe WorldWideChels.
I WorldWideChels. WorldWideChels.
Subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Thank you for your support.
Good performance, man. Don't ever leave Chelsea. Never give up. Love the streak, always.
Hello, guys, and welcome to the match review of Chelsea 1, Leicester 1. It's once again me, Matt, hosting once again. Sadiq is late from holiday, as usual. Lateness is greatness, though. So big up to the main man himself. I'm sure he will join us eventually. Well, I can say there's only one game left. There's only 90 more minutes of boredom that we have to go through this season. It's over. So, guys, as PKD football says, at least we've secured third place now. Now we can just sit back and relax and probably not watch Sunday's game because after that one, I don't know. I think I've got better time to do. Formula One, that's more important. Anyway, I am joined by a wonderful panel, as usual, starting off with Alfred. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm well, thanks. I'm very happy that we secured that third place. It wouldn't have bothered me too much if we didn't because we had Champions League football anyway, but you never want to finish below Spurs or Arsenal, so it's good that we do get the job done. Personally, on a personal level, I would have hated if Arsenal finished above us. That was the one thing that I did not want happening. Tottenham, I don't give a fuck about, even if they finish above us. It's the biggest thing they've done in their history. So, who gives a shit? It still doesn't mean anything. So, yeah, but Arsenal will have started talking about how London is red and fucking all this shit. So, yeah, I'm just glad that we've now finished above both of them. Fuck yous, by the way, Arsenal and Tottenham, for thinking that you're going to finish above us. It's never going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want. That's the only reason I wanted third done was Tottenham. I can't deal with Tottenham being above us because you know what we spoke about. North London's white, North London's red. No, it fucking ain't. Yeah. We're the adults. You're like Tottenham and Arsenal are like because they ain't got no Champions League. It's like when you're at a restaurant and you've got the adults that all sit together and then you've got that little kiddies table. Arsenal and Tottenham are the kids round the table. They have to be fed with plastic spoons and forks. Whereas we're up with the big boys having steak, burger, all them, man. Them. We're with Real Madrid. We're with Liverpool. We're with the big boys.
That's it.
We're not with the little guys like Arsenal and Spurs who haven't won a single Champions League. But there you go. It is what it is. Wayne, how you doing, my friend?
I don't know what to say about that game because I've watched it and I was thinking the lineup I was happy with. The substitutions confused me. Spotting Reece James in midfield when we didn't need to do that, but there we go. Why is Mount not coming on?
Trying things out when we don't need to bother.
But it's also glad we got third because that means we don't finish. We've never been out of the top three all season. I mean, when it starts, we haven't been outside top three, and that is a big thing for you think sort of consistency in that sense. Did you know that we haven't been behind in the first half all season?
Yeah, I heard that, and I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they know what they're talking about.
No, they're wrong. Just Liverpool.
I was just about to say that can't be right.
We
that cannot be right.
Liverpool were 2-0 down.
We've got both goals back in the first half.
Oh, I thought you meant we haven't conceded a goal to go 1-0 down in the first half.
By half time, we haven't been behind in the whole season.
Maybe that might be true. I don't know.
There's some positives. Obviously, I've read on some bits today about Tuchel speaking to Tom Bowley that he wants this season. He wants a big turnover at Chelsea because he wants to be on the level with Liverpool and Man City, and he believes there needs to be a big turnover for that. obviously we know we need defenders, but if he's saying there's a big turnover, that intrigues me because I'm thinking he's obviously got his mind. He knows what he wants. He knows where we need to improve. I think one thing this season, what we all can agree on, is we're creating the opportunities, but we're not taking them. So we need a clinical goal scorer in our side, or someone who can join in with the goals with the boys. Because at the moment, that's what we haven't got. Because like today, I'm not going to sit here and slag off Lukaku for his performance. Cause I'm not going to sit here and say bad game. So I don't think he did. I think it was a mediocre game. But you can see he was making opportunities, but he was blocking every route. And so it was getting side to side, slow to slow. I've got Alonso. I know he scored a good goal, but my God, that first goal, what was he doing? Well, it actually looked like he's running away from the ball, and he just gave the opportunity for the guy. I don't know who it was.
Honestly, did he smoke some good weed before that match? Because that's my only excuse. He was high and didn't know where he was. And if I'm honest, I'm going to say the same with Kante as well, because Maddison was
He didn't have
Kante's
a good
man.
game. He didn't have a good game. Kante, you can tell he was going to get booked. He was getting late and enough every challenge he was making. Pulisic, that opportunity he had in that second half, I think we're all going to sit here and say, what on earth was you doing? He's had too many opportunities like that, and he's too many opportunities missed. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi. I'm not going to go through all that again because
God, don't cross through that.
No, I'm not going to go through all that again. But the fact is, we need someone to be clinical in that position, and if Pulisic can't do it, then we need to get someone in who can do it. Like ZH today, I thought had a really good game. I don't know if you believe that, guys, but I thought he was creating opportunities. He looked like he was hungry. He looked like he wanted to score. Yes, he didn't always pull it all off. It's like that free kick was a bit poor free kick, but him and Reece James for me was the best players on that field today, from my opinion. But I just think it's frustrating watching Chelsea because I think we all can agree this is not the Chelsea football we know. We like creating all these opportunities and just not not scoring. And I think before the goal, I think Reece James, Trevor Chalobah's long shot was the only shot on target. That shouldn't be happening, should it, guys? Let's be honest. That should not be happening. And it's just, I'm not going to sit here and get really upset and angry because I'm not, because we got third, we've secured the playoff position, but I think it's just frustrating watching us at the moment. It's not. I can't wait for it to be over so the summer can start and we can just focus on moving forward and seeing what we can do from the summer with the new manager and everything. Big up DJ Sav. But it's getting to the point where I think this season has been one of the most up and down seasons I've been as a Chelsea fan. We're like doing well, winning cups, winning things we haven't won before, we're getting top of the league. We have that slump, then we go up again, then we win the World Cup thinking that's a good thing. And in the final getting Carabao Cup, blah blah blah. But then all of a sudden Abramovich stuff comes out. And with obviously Lukaku, with Berner coming out speaking, and Pulisic's dad, it's just been, this season's been like I've been watching Emmerdale or EastEnders.
EastEnders in his prime.
It's just wicked. It's just mad. It's just I don't know what to say about it anymore. I really don't. I've lost words talking about it, to be honest. But yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. Sorry, I've just gone on raffling. Big up, obviously, everyone in the building. Please share and smash that like button. Show your support to Sadiq and love. And Matt, obviously, he's been filling in for Sadiq. And big up to everyone who's been on this channel supporting it. The WorldWideChels panel, the family. We are all together as one. And there's no better family on YouTube right now, in my opinion. WorldWideChels family, me, Alfred, KJ, Nippon, Matt, Sindra, trying to think of everyone now, Sadiq, If I miss, who else do I
Don't
miss?
forget Sadiq. 'Cause
The main one.
Yeah. I can't remember. And who's the other one? Oh, I'm going.
anyone else who's
Polito.
forgotten, we know.
Yeah, but and everyone in the panel who support on the chat who always supports. Big love to you guys. I can honestly say this is the best family on YouTube, and I'm proud to be part of it, and I'm proud to met so many people from this family, and I can't wait for the future.
Yes, guys. Well, quickly
Well,
in the comments, 4 likes to go until we can get nipping on the channel. If you don't want nipping, just
hey,
dislike. That's fine. Dislikes or likes both helps the channel.
shit, have I pressed like yet? No,
Huh?
all right. Well, here's my like.
We've got a few more. But yeah, I think today I will agree with you, Wayne. I think chance creation wasn't really the problem, and it was more chances not being scored. I mean, Chalobah one was a great save from Schmeichel. Thiago Silva, I think, could have done a bit better from the header, from the Reece James corner. But again, it's one of them ones he just couldn't get his head over the top of it enough, that's fine. That happens with headers, so I'm not going to be too critical on that. I think Chalobah had a header that just went straight at the keeper as well, and then obviously the Pulisic miss, which, by the way, all you people that have been hating Pulisic from the start and think I'm going to defend him for everything, that miss was absolutely inexcusable. Now, I'm going to say that was a sitter. That's not the sitters that you guys will keep complaining about every 5 fucking minutes. That's a proper sitter. We don't do that every single week. Probably that every 3 or 4 weeks. But what I get fed up with is when people criticize every chance as being a sitter. No, that's a sitter, and that's something that's inexcusable. And that's something as soon as he did that off the pitch, get off, which Tuchel did, and it's inexcusable. I'm not going to speak anymore on it. I have nothing left to say. I don't think outside of that, Pulisic had a terrible game. I think that obviously compounds it. But it is what it is. And then on Ziyech, I think, yes, he creates well. Obviously, I think he is one of the most creative players in the squad, apart from Reece James and maybe Mason Mount on stats, but that's a bit different because Mount always plays. But what I don't like about Ziyech is he loses the ball way too much for me. Yes, he creates a fair bit, but sometimes he's also just so wasteful. And when he's not on it, and he's just losing the ball too much, he just becomes a passenger, and that's my problem with Ziyech. If you were losing the ball a bit less, it's fine. But sometimes he loses the ball in wasteful positions as well, and that's the only part with Ziyech that's frustrating me, because I know he didn't do that at Ajax, but now he's doing that at Chelsea, which is frustrating me a little bit. But it is what it is. And we'll get into the goal in a minute, but which we'll go to Alfred for now. Alfred, first goal, what was it, 6-7 minutes in? Maddison goal?
7th minute, I believe.
I didn't even get my stream up on time. I had to see it on the replay, which I'm glad I did see it live. But yeah, it wasn't. Who's at fault for you? Was it Alonso? Was it Kante? I heard Rudiger. And then one thing I heard as well, people kept calling Mendy overrated and saying Mendy would have saved it. I'm not being funny. For me, I think there's 3 big mistakes before that. And then even then, I know it's near post, and I normally would say I expect the goalkeeper to save near post 9 times out of 10. But that was a bullet strike. Hits the post as well. I don't think it couldn't have been any more perfect in that near side. So what do you think, Alfred?
Well, for me, there was another game recently. I think it was in one of our more recent games where, again, there was our whole defense just went friggin' completely to sleep. I think it was in one of our last couple of games. And again, it was just one of those nice shots that no keeper in the world is saving, in my opinion, anyway. And everybody was blaming Mendy.
So people call him overrated. I'm like, gee, like people like that. We don't. I don't know. We'll just then sort of people they just want the whole squad gone, and
It's
Just
because
one
it was a long ball by Schmeichel, wasn't it? Lukaku was trying to press him. It looked like the gap between the midfield and defence was too big. But Lonzo, obviously, like we just said, running off the ball. Rudiger weren't pressing. To be honest, I didn't see Kante, so I can't comment on Kante. But I can comment on them.
if you watch it, Kante looks at Maddison, starts running with him, and then just stops and lets Maddison run through, and it's so criminal. Honestly, I looked at it and I was just I was I was already face palming with Alonso, and then that just made it worse. I just looked and was like, no, I'm done.
What about you, Alfred? Who would you say is at fault of the goal?
To be honest, I'm just having a look at it again now because, as I said, I just I bloody slept through my alarm and had a quick glimpse of a replay when I woke up and got on the game. So I'm just going to have a quick look at it now. But it's the same sort of shit anyway. Like it's everybody going to sleep again. Who was it that we drew against? We drew 2-2 against somebody recently. I think in our last couple of games.
I don't know.
And one of the goals was just like an absolute bloody. It was like a sort of like a curler and just a very nice shot that that nobody was saying. But anyway, in that,
I don't know. I know what game you mean, but I don't know what team.
well, it was the same sort of thing in that game anyway. Like we basically said, here you go, come on, we're going to let you just come into the box, have all the space you want, and just smash it in. It's so annoying. I can't wait to see the back of this season. I tell you what, it's. I'm glad that we've secured top 4 before the last day.
As I said, only 90 minutes to go.
Yep.
And I probably won't. I will probably watch an F1 anyway. Big up Lewis Hamilton. Fuck Crash Verstappen. Anyway,
We're not doing Form 1 on this channel.
no, we're not doing any more. I think it was Wolves.
Yes, that's right. It was.
Big up Sindra. Sindra, if you want to come on, you're more than welcome. Guys, we have someone in the background waiting. Who do we think it is, guys? Let us know in the comments who is in the background. Who are we about to bring in? Is it Sadiq? Is it Nippin?
Pharaohs.
Is it KJ? Feroz? Fraud Rose? Fraud Ali? I don't know who else could be in here, but there could be Jesters. Carlito? Anyone? And give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice try, Mark. And
Hello,
Nippin, why are you not
everyone.
home?
I came out to get a milkshake. I haven't been to the bar in a long time.
Disappointed in you, Nippin. You could have at least got me a milkshake.
Come with me one day and... Jesus Christ!
You alright?
Nothing.
What milkshake you got? That's the question.
I've got a dime bar. It's just this once I'll be out. I'm almost
It's alright,
always out.
Nippin. It's alright, Nippin.
I'm not. Oh my god.
Nippin, calm down.
Nipper,
Don't
did you
worry.
see the game?
That stream didn't work.
So you didn't even watch the game?
I knew what it was like though.
Did you see the
Pulisic missed a
goals?
sitter. Yeah, through highlights.
Okay, what did you think of the goal?
I'm always going to be at home. I'm going to be at home next time, I promise.
That's fine. That's fine. What did you think of the goal? Who was at fault?
I think it was I'm just feeling really sad today.
What's up, Niffin?
A Celtic fan called me a spastic coward, and it's really hurt me.
Ignore him.
Nippon, the people who say things like that are just jealous of who you are and what you do. Don't listen to them, right? You're here. They're just people who are low life.
When is Sadiq going to be here?
I don't know. He's on his way home.
I miss him.
He'll be here soon. So he's on his way home. So.
Okay. Right, I'm going to move to my laptop once I'm home.
That's fine, Nippon.
Nippon, honestly, do not listen to people like that. You're better than them. You're worth more to us than you can ever imagine.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't want this to be my last stream.
It's not
it won't. You'll never be a last stream, Nippon. There will never be WorldWideChels without you. You're the glue that holds us all together.
See, Nippon, the comments have got your back. Comments have got your back.
I mean, like, one time I'm out and everyone's gone mad at me.
It was a
joke. No one's mad
Nippon.
at you. Nippon, no one is mad at you. We're happy you're here.
See, Nippon, look at all the comments. They're all bigging you up.
I'm actually concentrating on driving right now.
That's probably
Thanks
smart.
for your support, guys. Means a lot.
Nippon, one comment said, Nippon, drop the location. Let's fuck that guy up. We got your back. Another one said, that's a madness. Keep your head up.
He's a Celtic fan. Tells you all you need to know why I hate them so much.
Yep. Oh, that's what it is. What it is. Anyway,
because the team is shit and they never do anything. You know, or anything meaningful like in the European, overall. Like
they got knocked out to a Norwegian team, so they can hold that.
That is true. That is true. Sindra.
Yeah. What's up?
What sandwich are you making? This is the question.
Nah, not a sandwich. I'm just making some bread, food, lunch for tomorrow at work.
You like Gordon Ramsay doing it?
No, not that good. Not that good.
What did you think of the game?
Sindra.
I didn't get to watch a lot of it, but at least we secured third place. We only needed a point. We didn't lose, so that's good. The goal from Madison was a good shot, bottom corner. We had the chances. We were a better team from what I could see in highlights and stuff. Unlucky that Pulisic can't finish in front of goal.
Yep, well, that's the story of part of Chelsea's season.
By the way, guys, am I lagging?
You're okay, Nippon. You're okay for now, Nippon.
By the way, Matt, I actually find that, again, as I said, I'm not really as analytical as many others, but I don't know. I can't really pick anybody to blame for the goal that we conceded, because it was very unlucky in a way. That deflection just friggin' landed straight at his feet, and then it all happened just so fast. He landed. There was a deflection, landed on his feet, took a few steps, took a shot. It happened so quickly.
I would argue Kante shouldn't be leaving Maddison in that space no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Because Maddison is dangerous from long shots. I'd rather you leave anyone else but Maddison in a long shot situation. That is his territory, and
in that game with that team, at the moment, yes, I wouldn't leave Tielemans as well.
Yeah. Well, we know what happens with Tielemans and long
That
shots.
should have been called off.
And then Alonso. Honestly, as I said, the only excuse I could make for Alonso is he smoked a bit of crack before the game, because he was absolutely, he didn't know where he was, and that just sums up Alonso. And that is why I'm glad that it's 90 more minutes of Alonso, and then I think he's gone to Barcelona. Maybe that's what maybe he's been looking up. Maybe he's too busy thinking about him sunbathing on the Barcelona beach, because that's all he's going to be doing. He's not going to be playing in the Barcelona team, that's for sure.
Yeah,
do you think against Watford that he should be dropped?
I think now top 3 is secured. I don't see why Lewis Hall shouldn't get a chance at left wing back. I don't see why Harvey Bell shouldn't get a chance instead of Pulisic. I don't see why Judson Bell shouldn't get at least a chance, at least off the bench. And
just like Bro did like 2 seasons ago.
Now top 3 is done. I don't see why we can't put some youth players in. I heard like loads of people saying it tonight. We should have fielded a load of youngsters tonight, but top 3 wasn't sealed. And let's be brutally honest, the under 23s just about got through, just about.
Kept the under 23s.
Yeah, they nearly got relegated, and that was partially because Chalobah and Sarr had to come down and play. When you're relying on Malang Sarr to stop you getting relegated, that's a problem. But there are select players.
I heard that Chalobah also played like all over the pitch in that last game. He was midfield, centre back. Yeah,
he played a lot of different positions.
I'm such a big fan of that kid, man. Oh, but him, Reece James.
He was good today. He was good today. I think he was good today.
Reece James, that ball where Reece James played for Alonso, how delicate that was. Money.
Even the ball for Thiago Silva as well. I'm not going to blame Thiago Silva for that because it was just one of them things. But Reece James today was fantastic. Alfred, what did you think of Reece James today?
Yeah, as usual, as far as I'm concerned, because as I was going to say just before, yeah, him and Chalobah, just 2 players that I'm going to really enjoy watching for the next few years at Chelsea. I can't wait to see these boys develop. They're going to do some really good stuff. Yeah, another good game from him.
I mean, you get certain people talk about Minerals Mount and way overhype the player. But surely Reece James, if there's anyone that should get that kind of accolade in this team, surely it should be Reece James.
I completely agree. And if we're talking about future captains, I personally, if I was manager of Chelsea, that out of those players, it would be going to Reece James, the captaincy in the future, so...
You can tell Sadiq has been smoking a bit too many of them shishas.
But there's a comment I think I'd like to go through that's by Blue Army. If you don't mind pointing on that.
Oh, the career mode transfer thing. I love it. But it's career mode. Yeah.
No, when I read this, I get there's going to be changes, and a lot of people are saying sell. I get that too. But this coming in, I don't see Nunez. I can't see Corella. And I can't see it being both Rafinha and Dembele.
Yeah, I'm like that. I think Blue Army normally speaks a lot of sense, but that for me that just looks like career mode FIFA signings. I think obviously Aspi is going to probably go. Alonso's gone. Sal will go back anyway. I do think Jorginho will leave in the summer, and I think the sales bar Lukaku's the one we don't know what's going to happen with him. But all the sales, I can actually see most of the sales being done. Nunez is not getting done.
I think he's looking for a way out too.
I don't think Rafinha or I think one of them may come in, and that's a strong may.
I think Dembele, if anyone, will come in.
Yeah, I think
if any of them.
It depends, because I know Rafinha is looking like he wants to go Barcelona, but the problem is we need to hurry up. If we want Dembele, we need to hurry up on him, because I think there's other clubs that are starting to snoop in for him. I don't think he'll wait for us to sort out our ownership. Gallagher, okay, yep, probably will come in. I don't see us getting both Koundé and Koulibaly. Too expensive for one position.
Do you see us getting 2 defenders?
I think we kind of have to. That's the problem. But I don't see. Maybe it depends on how cheap Koulibaly is, because I heard it was Napoli want a superstar offer, but then again, I saw something else that said that offer would only be 40 million euros because it's 1 year left. So that would make sense. If he's going for that price, then that's fine. But I do think it depends. If Tuchel wants to play 3 at the back, then we need 2 defenders.
See, I think
Tuchel's going to
for
play
me,
4 at the back.
Koundé is definite, but for me, been thinking about this second defender, and obviously everyone's going to probably say Levo Colwell, and I get that, I do get it, but I think he needs a Premier League loan before we can think about putting him in the club. But I personally think the player that we could go for out of the 2, there's 2 defenders, is maybe the Sven Botman from Lyon.
Mm-hmm.
The Newcastle's looking at, maybe. And the other one is from Torino, is Brett Bremer. There's a lot of big teams looking at him at the moment.
I haven't seen enough of him to judge. But I've always said I like the look of Pau Torres and I like the look of Koundé. I think,
but I can't see us getting both. I would love to get both.
I think what will happen is we buy Koundé. We'll have Silva next to him, and then we'll have Chalobah and possibly a Colwill. Possibly, I wouldn't be surprised if an Ampadu comes in as 4th backup, but I still think that's very light for us in terms of backup. Then I think when Silva goes, it wouldn't be surprised if Pau Torres comes in. Maybe Koulibaly comes in as well this summer, and then I don't know. We need a big shake-up with defence and midfield, so I think that'll be something we'll have to focus on consistently in the next few windows. But yeah, I don't know. I think one of Koulibaly and Koundé will come in. Cucurella, it's strange because Brighton don't usually sell unless they get a big offer, as we've seen with Ben White. So I don't see Cucurella going for anything cheap, and I don't think we're going to buy him for 50, 60 million. I'd like him, but I don't think it will happen. And we're certainly not loaning out Ziyech or Werner. We're not going to loan them out. If they're going to go, they're going to be sold.
What's your opinion on it, Alfred?
Look, I just wanted to say quickly, because I keep looking at this at the comment that was up, and I think that we can expect, on both departures and arrivals, potentially more than we're expecting, because Tuchel actually said the word rebuild, not improve, which says to me that he probably plans on going to the board and the new owners and saying, listen, I'm going to need some massive support. Otherwise, if you let me have the same team next season, the most I can promise you is maybe I can finally break that FA Cup curse.
But I don't see our boards doing that much in one summer. I think for any board, I think that amount of signings doesn't happen.
Well, it's happened before. When Roman came in, we went fucking crazy.
Yeah, but especially modern era where let's be honest as well, that Roman deal was done way before the summer transfer window. We're already behind as it is anyway with signings. I don't think we have anywhere near enough time to do that. Look attack, just to clarify, I don't want Ampadu. I'd rather let him go, sell him. But I think that's what will happen. I don't say I want it. I think that's what will happen.
What about you, Nippon? What do you feel will happen in the summer with Chelsea? Do you think there'll be a rebuild like we think there could be, or do you think There won't be as
I'll
many.
put up the comment. I'll put up the comment for you, Nippin, and you can see what you think of it.
Jeez, we're not selling all these players.
I think we'll sell them
think
players. I
we-
don't think
we-
we'll buy the players. That's my. Do you think Asby, Alonso, Sal are basically gone already?
Yep.
I think all those
Jorginho's
players-
likely. Sar's likely. Barkley depends whether he wants to go. I think he might. I think that's the one that might stay. He might just stay and sit in the reserves for another season.
I'll put a go, guys.
Big up, Wayne.
Look
Oh,
after yourselves, everyone.
Wayne, I'll text you a bit later on because he's gone. So, never mind. Yeah, I actually think the sales and most of them I think are doable. Maybe not Lukaku. It depends on who comes in. But what do you think of the buyers? Do you think any of them are gonna happen? Nipping?
all of them.
Kunde is pretty much a done deal, as in like we're just waiting for it to be announced. He's gonna, in my opinion, the moment Todd Bowley is announced as the new owner, Kunde will be announced as the first signing. Rafinha, let's be real, he will never go to a rival team. So Man United and Chelsea are out of the question. Gallagher, after today's performance.
Well, it's not like Rafinha is a Leeds legend, Nippon. So,
He's not a Leeds legend, but he doesn't look like a snake either.
Oh no,
he
he's a
wouldn't really be
he's a
snake.
Brazilian. He doesn't have any loyalty.
How old is he?
24, 25?
He's a fucking baby, mate. You know, he's not at a.
He will do what's best for his career.
Yeah, he's not at an age where he can say, "I've been at this club for, 10 years, and I'm not going to go to Chelsea." Now,
He owes no allegiance to Leeds.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
can hear you fine.
The sound's gone
Can you hear us?
on my end.
We can hear you.
Sound's gone on my end. I can't hear you.
Right, come out and come back in. I'll bring him out and then break. Is that better?
Yeah.
I'll leave the stream and come back.
Cool. So, Sindra, what do you think of this comment? If Sindra is there.
He does not seem to be
Oh, everyone's got AWOL.
there. Look, I think
Is that good, Nippin?
Yep, better. For some reason, these AirPods just don't want to connect to my laptop.
So what do you think about the others? Koundé, Koulibaly, Cucurella, Dembele, Nunez, Tchouaméni.
Koulibaly, I wouldn't mind. Although I would much rather prefer that. I'm not going to say his surname because I'll just butcher it. That centre back from RB Leipzig.
Guardiola.
Yeah. Guardiola. Yeah. I'd rather him, but if we get Koulibaly, I wouldn't be too pissed off either.
I just can't wait. I'm so excited, man, for this window because I know maybe you aren't expecting much, and some people aren't expecting much.
I think people need to calm down a little bit.
So yeah, I'm just.
There's no calmness here, mate.
If I seem really agitated today, it's because of that comment from that.
Nippin, don't worry.
And that's all the other reason I wanted Rangers to win even more yesterday, because I knew that I would get hella abuse from Celtic fans when Rangers did eventually lose.
Oh, don't mind my little trolling I did last night. That was only
No, you're calm, and plus you're Chelsea as well. So,
but yeah, guys, everyone who's expecting a lot, remember this just reminds me of when everyone was saying we were going to win 5-6 trophies this season. Bring your expectations down a little bit. and then if something better happens, then you'll be excited. If not, then you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, but that's a little different because we had a striker coming in that was banging in goals for fun. So we thought, he was going to be that beautiful comeback story, that perfect love story where he's got something to prove. He's coming back to his club where he once was and had unfinished business and all that. But now it's a completely different scenario. Now we got new owners. They're going to want to make a statement, and believe me, I'm so confident that they will. And that's why I'm so excited, and you can I can guarantee you that Tuchel is going to be going to these new owners and the board and having a serious talk. Because if I was Chelsea manager, I'd be saying what I said earlier. I'd be going to the board and saying, listen, if you leave me with the same team next season, the most I can promise you is possibly breaking that FA Cup curse if I'm lucky. Right? I need new players.
The only way that FA Cup curse can be broken is if we don't start Mount. It's as simple as that.
Why? Because it's a penalty.
Yeah. Someone needs to take over this trend, right?
Anyway, Musa.
it's-
Musa is like the funniest guy going. Always comes in with these talk comments. But big up Will Smith. Big up Will Smith. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stay pessimistic because I know what this board's like. I know the new owners are in, but the same people are on the board.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't expect anything changing this summer.
Yeah, and plus, like we're in a rebuild situation with our defense, so like the new defenders that we're gonna bring in needs to adapt to the Premier League and adapt to the team. So we can't expect to immediately be solid defensively. It's gonna be a shaky period, I guess, in the start because new defenders need to speak together more and So we can't be too optimistic about this season. We need to be realistic and say, okay, we can maybe if we have a good start, and hopefully we can this season be more consistent in a league season. Like I love that we are good in cup competitions, but we need to be more consistent in the league. Like we have earned the 7th most points this season or something like that from December to now. And that's bad.
Yeah, I think as well as AC as kindly said, we are effectively 5-6 weeks behind everyone else in terms of transfers because we haven't been able to talk. What we've got to think of is in terms of financial fair play as well. How much has these last 2 months affected us financially in terms of how much we can actually put in? Yes, it's nice that we've got a fresh new owner.
We have been able to talk, haven't we?
Not really. Not as far as anyone else. We can have very informal talks. Yeah. That's about it. But at the end of the day, if someone like a Barcelona is talking to a player and we're talking to a player, they're going to look and go, well, Barcelona have their kind of future solved. Even though Bowley is basically done, no one can look at the club right now and go, their future is I know what's going to go on because nothing can be done yet. So and the longer it goes on, the more weeks go by, the more we keep hearing most of our signings are looking at other clubs, and that's a sign that we've gone as far as we can in terms of talking to them, but because of the sanctions, we can't go any further. Yeah. What we've got to realise as well, the amount of players we're losing for nothing, we're going to have to spend a lot of money to get them back. So I don't think we have the financial capability to get as many people as Blue SW6 said. And as Look Attack said, our scouting sucks. So I'm not massively excited about. But if something good happens, it good happens.
Yeah. Hopefully with the new owners we can get better scouting system.
I think it will come next season. I think everyone's got to give this next season time.
Yeah. Of course,
And
of
then we've
course.
got to wait for two, maybe even 3 seasons before we see what's going to go on.
Yeah.
And the good thing is we've got a young team that can develop while we're waiting for that.
Yeah.
But Man City, Liverpool are light years ahead at the moment.
Yeah, and I also think that Arsenal, and I don't like to say it, but they will be closer to us this season, next season, because if they get who they want, they're gonna be closer to us than we want to realize. And I think also the same with Tottenham as well. United, give them 2 years, I would say, under Ten Hag, like not next season, but the season after, because they're in a bigger rebuild than any other team in the top 6, I would say.
And don't forget Newcastle either.
Yeah, but they're gonna take some time because yes, they have new owners, but they can't spend the amount of money because of FFP that we did when he first got
That and
Roman.
who's going to go to them, considering all the other options there are.
Yeah, but like Bruno, like you look at Bruno Guimaraes, he was linked with Arsenal in the winter and chose Newcastle instead.
I think the thing is though, I think what people are sleeping
like
on Newcastle a bit, they've got the stadium and they do have some sort of finance. It's more the sponsor. Once they get some good sponsorship deals in,
yeah,
which I'm sure, don't be surprised that there's some big Saudi sponsor that comes in either this season or next season, and then they can start spending a lot more because they'll have a lot more spent money from that point of view. So I would say they've got to spend wisely, like they have already. If they spend wisely, like they did in January, I think Bruno Guimaraes was a good signing. I think obviously Trippier got injured, but he looks like a good
it would have been.
signing.
It would have been a good signing if he was fit, I would say.
Yeah, I think Dan Burn wasn't a bad signing for them, and they're not. He's not exactly, apart from Guimaraes, it's not Hollywood signings.
Yeah, and Chris Wood.
Yeah,
didn't work that well so far, but you never know what he can do in a Newcastle shirt.
Yeah, I think they can really do some stuff. So we got to watch out for that eventually as well. But I think eventually we'll get somewhere. Anyway, back to the game itself. Alfred, obviously, we did get the goal back. What did you think? Obviously, Alonso partially saved us, but Reece James, what a cross, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. And this is, it's if Alonso leaves, it's the kind of thing that I'm going to miss from him, especially because he's a better attacker than all of our attackers. As it would seem. So no, but fantastic goal. It was very nice, both the cross and the finish, and yeah, ultimately it got us that point that we needed. So that makes it even better. Happy days.
Yeah.
Now we can, as you said earlier, hopefully play some of the younger boys on the, in the final game.
Matt, can you highlight Sadiq's comment again? Get this video to 100 likes and subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Big up.
Share it around, please, so we can get to 1 million likes. Thank you.
We'll just highlight this comment and say nothing else because
I don't think Bakayoko is going to be at Chelsea anymore. I think we're going to terminate his contract.
I don't know.
Right, that's wishful thinking from you.
Let's hope.
I wish we would, but I don't.
What a waste! Like, can you just say that we wasted 80 million on 2 players that cost almost the same amount as Harry Maguire? Like, Drinkwater and Bakayoko both cost 40 million.
He's just the French Danny Drinkwater, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we got rid of Matic for that year as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why get rid of Matic for Danny Drinkwater when he's not going to even play?
Well, he got injured, didn't he?
That's Marina and our scouts for you.
Yeah.
Do you think Scott McLachlan will be a casualty of the new regime?
Eventually, yes.
Will he be a casualty this season?
Not straight away. I think Scott McLachlan will be in place this summer. He'll be gone by the end of next season. Oh, Nippy, have you lagged or?
No, we're just sitting still.
Okay, I thought it would be a response to that, but anyway. Nippin, what did you think of the goal we scored? Nippin, can you hear us? Nippin?
Nice.
I think his audio's gone again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Sindra, what did you think of the goal we scored?
Well, it was a beautiful goal, to be honest. Like, the pass from Reece James was perfect, and the finish from Alonso was like Alonso-esque. Like, you don't expect any other player to finish that from that angle as well. It's just I feel like it's just Alonso, in my opinion, that will score that.
Yeah, I mean it was a fantastic cross by Reece James. I think he's just a phenomenal player.
Alfred,
players.
I don't have any wired headphones anymore.
Oh, okay.
I lost my last remaining pair.
Nah, he was bad.
I'm thinking of buying a new one.
Yeah, maybe go and buy a cheap pair for somewhere just for streams.
They'll stop working. Sindre, how much are the ones you own?
Oh God, that's a good question. Like 100 or something, like 90 or something pounds or something. Like
so around 9,000 kroners.
Not 9,000 kroners, like 1,000 kroners, more like.
So wait, 1,000 kroners is like £100.
Like more or less, yes.
Nathan, don't ever work in an exchange shop.
Sorry, I was using Indian currency.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but look, just for streams, you don't even need a very expensive pair. Just go to a.
Nippin, your dad's literally a millionaire. You can buy whatever headphones you want.
That's true. I forgot. You've got 4 living rooms. You should be able to buy a pair.
Yeah, sell one of your living rooms off for a pair of earphones.
But back to the game, like, it was a good goal.
Just with wireless stuff, it keeps on cutting out. You can't. It's difficult to always rely on wireless technology because they can randomly connect and disconnect. So that's why for live streams, you might want to just try to stick to wired stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the first ever stream of me in which I'm actually wearing some sort of thing which has the Chelsea badge on it.
That's good.
Nice. It's nice.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Nippin, who was your man of the match?
Marcus Alonso, since he scored.
Oh God, don't! Yeah, but he was the one that conceded, or helped us concede the goal.
I'd probably say tough one. Oh, yeah. Are you home? Are you back from the airport now, Sadiq?
I don't think he is. I think he would have come on otherwise. Alfred, would you agree with this comment? Reece James, man of the match?
Yes, I think that is fair to say. Played very well. Made that very, very gorgeous cross.
Yeah, Jorginho. Yeah, one of Jorginho or Reece James.
I think Jorginho had an okay game. I wouldn't say. I don't know. It was an okay game. Oh, here we go. Carlito, how you doing, my friend?
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm awake. It's getting late. Okay, I'm not used to being up so late. Like I'm also going to be up in like 5 hours. So
Well, big up Syndra for coming on so late. Who's your man of match?
well, for me, from what I could like, I was watching bits of the game. I would say Reece James. He was like everywhere. Like fair play to him from starting at wing back and then going into midfield as well. Like he when the first substitutions came, he moved into midfield and Aspit took the right wing back position. So he played like we played 3 center mids, like was it in the beginning Lukaku and CH up top and then CH and Havertz later on, I think. So like yeah, but my man of the match is Reece James.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I would say Reece James as well. I think he's been phenomenal.
Oh,
I think if it wasn't for his injuries, I think
what
I'd
happened?
play the season.
What happened to your mic? Well, or is it just me?
Can everyone else hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's me. It's me.
Anyway, yeah, I think he'd be player of the season otherwise. And here we go. Carlito is back.
Hey, Matt, can you hear me?
All good, brother.
Yeah, sorry, man. My headphones, everything's broken, but I got a little bit to say. So here's my ultimatum, and I mean this. If Marcus Alonso is on this team next season, I will not be. I will be
That's
a
not
full-time.
true.
I will be a full-time Real Salt Lake fan. I used to work for the club, so I will only be watching RSL if Marcus Alonso remains on this team. He is not just a bad player; he is a fiend. He is a virus, and I can't have it anymore, Matthew. I cannot have it. My sanity is too valuable to me. So is my intellect, and he is making me suffer both.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there is no. Is there any excuse you can make for that goal?
No. Other than indolence and just slothfulness. No, nothing. No.
I was thinking maybe he smoked some sort of crack before the game. That's why he was all out of it.
Nah, brother, he's permastoned. He's been that way since day one.
What do you think of obviously of? Do you think Kante, Rudiger, there was other people that made mistakes? What do you think of them with the goal?
Conte had a really, really bad game. No bones about it. I didn't think that he was the type of player that would be susceptible to.
Is he cut out?
Yeah. Audio's Gonski.
Oh, he's cut out. I'll wait for him to come back. Anyway, we have KJ. Anyway,
Hey.
He's finally arrived. Only 59 minutes late.
KJ, are you going to defend your star man today?
Nerves.
Hey, listen, yeah.
I'm playing my old team, but maybe.
Oh, he's back. Carlito, you're lagging out massively.
Carlito, your audio is worse than mine today.
That's a bad thing. Well, anyways, I think I'm gonna head up, guys.
Yeah,
I need to sleep.
Very good to see you, man. See you on the next one.
Of course. Always committed for the WorldWideChels community.
We're happy to have you.
Too.
Yeah. So, take care, guys, and have a nice evening and day. So, I will speak to you guys later.
Yep, you too, man.
See you guys later.
Take
KJ, what have you got to say about Alonso and Pulisic?
Yeah, listen, who gives a damn about Pulisic? The whole team is comprised of bozos, and obviously if you have bozo brain cells, you're going to commit bozo moments at any given point. So I'm not too concerned about that. We secure third. That's all that matters. I don't care what happens against Watford, whether we lose, win, draw, flipping, take the game to 180 minutes if that's possible. I don't care. What I came to say was I'm going to give the same ultimatum as Carlito. If we don't get rid of that big bozo Alonso, then I'm a full-time Dortmund fan. I don't give a shit. I don't care if he scored. I don't care if he scored 5 goals.
My brother.
We need to get rid of that bozo once and for all, bro. I'm tired of that guy. I'm tired of him.
We're gonna have to close this channel down. It's gonna be just deep.
Yo, KJ is becoming more and more my guy every day. I don't like his bullshit like Marvel Universe tweets, but other than that, he's minerals, baby. I love him.
Fuck that guy.
Look, I'll say, because Matt did ask me about the goal. Rudiger and Alonso are both culpable. They are, because they both sort of just stared at each other and then went out for drinks, maybe a couple cigarettes, came back, and then were like, "Oh yeah, we have a football game." I mean, they were straight snoozing, man. It was so utterly disappointing. And the other thing I have to say, look, I don't know why these guys get to play the second before the last game. If they want some guard of honor or something like that, do it in the last game. These guys should not be playing. Alonso and Rudiger, they shouldn't be playing.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of young players that can get opportunities now.
Why wasn't Harvey Vale playing? Why wasn't Kennedy playing? I mean, I'd only say that half jokingly. Harvey Vale would have been great today at left wing back.
Mate, Ross Barkley at left wing back would have done better.
No, Ross Barkley for president. I love that man. Free Barkley. Free Barkley. Hey, I was going to ask you this, Matt. Lukaku again.
I'm just bored of him. I can't be bothered to rant at him anymore. It is what it is.
And then lastly, because, a lot of American fans have become attracted to Chelsea. I wouldn't call them bandwagon fans. I would just call them adjacent. It's just something that's all of a sudden become convenient to become a Chelsea fan because it's become a global brand in and of itself, with the best American player ever being, a marquee signing for them over the past 2.5 years. So a lot of new Chelsea fans are nouveau because of Pulisic. And so, they get really defensive when people talk about him in a negative light. And I don't normally talk about him because I actually just think he's a really good player. I really, really rate him. But his last, I'd say 6 weeks, he has personally cost us points. And you could say the same thing about Timo Werner last year. Fine, that's fair. But that miss today was so unforgivable that I think it's going to cause damage to his relationship with Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, I mean, you could see Tuchel was like straight away, I don't care who comes. I mean, that's the point. He had to bring on Aspi just to take off Pulisic.
Yeah,
that's how much you wanted him off
the midfield. Yeah. Yeah, it was Wayne dude, the announcers were like, "Oh no, he's going to get subbed immediately." Everybody knew.
Yeah, I mean, Wayne was like, "I'm confused with that substitution," but I think it was literally just to get Pulisic off the field. Yeah, that for me no longer makes it confusing. I mean, this is what I said about people when people keep talking every week about every chance is a sitter. No, it's not. Most people are overreacting with some of the chances that are sitters. That is a sitter.
That's a sitter.
Other chances with missed in even probably some of the ones that Pulisic did in the Carabao Cup final. They weren't really sitters. That one was a sitter. That's a sitter.
Yeah, some of the cut balls, they are on your back foot. Like there's some balls that Timo's had in the past that have been just behind him as his momentum's going forward. So it is hard to square your hips. And even ones like Pulisic, there was a time when I was younger, I played striker. I mean, I get it. I get that chances that sometimes look easy. If a ball's bouncing, all of a sudden it fucks with your rhythm. But that one, no, everything was perfect. Lukaku's run, his ball, everything was square. That was a classic Manchester City play. I'm
For
sorry.
once, Lukaku did something good.
You have to make that ball. You have to make that goal. You gotta dunk that shit. Unbelievable.
Well, guys, this proves that Americans don't biasly just go on Christian Pulisic, because Carlito has proven that.
No way. No. This is you have to treat everybody the same. This is a meritocracy, bro. This is high level sports. This isn't the J League. This isn't Spain. Okay, this isn't La Liga. This is a real league. So, the expectations can be higher because the money couldn't be more massive. That's what happens with the money. That's what the money's for. It's for the expectations, to meet those expectations, to surpass those expectations. That's why you're on the team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Carlito, obviously, we've gone through some of the negatives. Any positives you can take from this game?
Reece James, he's the best player on the team. Him and Mateo Kovacic, the best players on the team. Reece James is a god. He destroys any Trent Alexander-Arnold argument that you British guys love to have. I'll say it objectively because I don't like the English national team, so I don't give a shit about you guys' debates. Trent Alexander-Arnold is nowhere close.
Don't worry, Carlito. We'll show USA in the World Cup how to play football. Don't worry.
Oh, we're in the same group, Matt. You and I are gonna have a couple wagers, my
Keep
man.
hating
The adjusters have
on the Carlito is coming
We've
on.
already got a big old bet on.
Hey, you and I will discuss bets later, but I got some cheeky wagers coming your way, buddy.
Oh, let's go.
I can't wait for this game.
Yeah, I mean, Carlito, I was mentioning before on the stream before you come on. Certain people on Twitter talk about the minerals Mason Mount all the time, overreacting to the player. Surely, if there is any player that deserves that kind of hype in this team, it's Reece James. Surely,
It's Reece James. Yeah, I mean, it's that scene in Snatch where Tommy's got his gun. He's like, "Well, you don't think I got the minerals?" Well, Reece James has got the minerals. Now you got the other Matt that loves to troll literally everybody with everything he says. He always says minerals FC, minerals FC. And honestly, it has become a pejorative term when speaking about Mason Mount because oftentimes he don't got those minerals. Reece James, he's got all the minerals, all of them. Everything on the fucking elemental periodic table chart, all the elements, all the minerals. He's got them.
And the thing is, he's consistent with it as well. I mean, if he didn't get injured, I guarantee he'd probably be one of the players of the season.
He would be in contention. Who's going to win it? It's going to be what, Salah or KDB? I mean, the usual suspects.
I meant Chelsea-wise.
Oh no, I meant Premier League. I think that he was on pace to become one of the Premier League top 5 contenders for MVP.
Definitely, yeah. I don't think he'd get it because all the attackers always get it anyway. But
no, I just the amount of respect that you have to have for the type of success story that he is. Everybody applauds Mason Mount, right? Oh, what a success story, But Reece James did the same thing, right? Went away for a year, lower league in the championship, came back, complete player, really worked his way into the team, and then all of a sudden, about 18 months ago, just exploded. I think it was really towards the end of the Champions League last season where he was just like, oh my God, this is an unbelievable player, a complete player,
Yeah, I think he's one of the only people in the team that's got that Hollywood factor.
Yeah.
Ziyech has it very rarely at times, but as I said in the stream, my problem with Ziyech is he gives the ball away too many times.
Yep, he's too skinny
just to get that one moment.
Yeah, he's not fast enough, and he's too skinny to complete the moves that he tries on defenders. I like his game when he has space. When he is closed down, he really struggles with ball retention.
I don't think he was too bad today. He was okay today.
No, he gave a shit. He tried really hard.
Yeah.
I think Jorginho you're talking about?
We're talking about Ziyech.
Yeah.
Matt, the other thing I want to say about Reece James is that he doesn't look like a footballer. He's not fat or chubby or anything, but he's really thick, and he's very strong, and he's super handsome. He's charismatic. He just has everything, dude. I love how built he is. He
Mate.
fucking destroys people.
If he was on a rugby pitch, I don't think he'd look out of place. Let's
No.
just say that.
You know what he looks like? He looks like a running back. He's a running back.
Yeah.
I love him.
Well, at least we have one positive in the team. If
Yeah.
nothing else, we have Reece James.
Hey, when Kai went on, Kai played for 12 minutes. Did you look at the top of the screen how many runs he made? I mean, it was crazy how many times we did not give him the ball. Because I think for the first 75 minutes, they were just so used to Lukaku standing at the top of the D and not doing anything. And then you have Havertz who made probably 20 runs in that span and got the ball one time, which was a really good chance. And his right foot hit the ball before his left foot.
Made by handmade by my mum. Everyone.
Okay.
Nice one.
Very
Anyway,
nice.
Collie, to carry on.
Yeah, no, I think that Havertz is an essential player. He got injured at the wrong time, but I love his game, and I think we're going to buy another attacker to play with him, but I still think that Havertz is the dude.
Yeah, I don't really want him to play up top on his own. I don't think he's.
No, play with somebody.
Yeah, he's not good enough to do it because I think he's that player will get you 10 to 15 goals a season, but I don't think he'll break more, especially up front on his own. But hopefully with someone else, and that question is who else? Hopefully he can get us more stuff. I mean, I will be completely honest. I didn't watch the last 12 minutes because I had issues with the camera. Luckily, thanks to Alfred, he saved me for this stream.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have had one. But yeah, I did miss the last 12 minutes. So
Do you rate that fella in the private chat?
Belotti, he's so on and off. That's the problem. 1 minute
Andrea
he's
Belotti?
superstar. Yeah.
No, he's getting a new deal at Torino.
One minute he's so off, and then 1 minute he's superstar, and the next season he's just nothing.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, if he pens a new deal at Torino, I feel bad for him.
I mean, sometimes Nippon, there's a reason he's pinning a new deal.
Yeah.
Because
Because there's no suitors.
Even like West Ham, and even a West Ham won't even go for him.
The thing is, like, a player of his quality deserves to play in a league-winning team.
But the problem is, if he was
him
good enough,
penning a new
someone would
deal
go for him.
will pretty much guarantee he doesn't win anything
the thing
club
is,
level.
if he was good enough, he'd go. Someone would come in for him, but no one's
He
coming in.
outscored Ronaldo in one season.
Yeah, but he'll do that one season, then the next season he'll do absolutely nothing.
Well, are you guys gonna do a pregame stream for this Sunday?
Sadiq should be. I'm not available Saturday because I am at a rugby match, but
nice.
I'm sure the other guys will do one.
Okay.
We'll talk to Sadiq about that after. Probably is a good time to end it. 1 hour, 15 minutes. I don't think there's anything really else to talk about this game.
Can you ask Sadiq if he's home yet?
Nah, there's one more thing.
Go on.
Aspie's done, man. He's done.
I think he's ready to go in the summer, which is fine. I think go now. Wow. I just don't want him to have an Ivanovic-like season. I mean, he's already kind of having that now, but I don't want him to have a full season like Ivanovic did.
He really struggles with the type of pace that a player like Reece or Ziyech or Pulisic or Havertz. I mean, the way that these guys want to play, he really struggles with it. And the other player who doesn't struggle with the athleticism, but struggles with the pace of possession tempo is Trevor Chalobah. Because what he does is he'll collect the ball, and then he'll take his first touch, and then he'll take a setup touch, and then he'll look around, and then he'll play the ball to Reece, who by that point has already been collapsed upon. Trevor takes way too long to receive, touch, pass. It's way too long, and by the time when we really want to switch the ball quickly and take advantage of a team that's probably overloaded one side, he takes too long to receive and then get rid of the ball. And by the time Reece James gets the ball, he has to either dribble backwards or make some ridiculously athletic turn. Chalobah is not going to start at that position. It will be Koundé, who is much cleaner with tempo possession.
Yeah, I do think Chalobah will be a backup centre back, probably.
He'll get better,
next
though.
season.
I'm not hating on him. I do
Yeah,
like
no,
him,
of course.
but he will
He's
get
still
better.
young. He's still got time.
Yeah. No, I think he's got a great attitude. It's just, it's not there yet.
He'll get there.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yep.
we'll finish it up there. Thank you to everyone that tuned in today. Over 50 likes for the stream, which is great, considering it was a shithole game. And we've got 90 more minutes of suffering left, and then it's done. It's all done.
Yay.
So,
Oh,
guys,
come on, we're winning against Watford, man.
No bet. No bet.
I wouldn't put my wages on it.
Yeah. This team's
I will put my wages on England beating USA, but not that.
I mean, Matt, please.
Ooh.
Matt, you're going to have to work overtime at your job to afford that bet, my man. It's going to be a big one.
Oh, let's see. I mean, me and Jesters have already got a healthy little bet going. So
You know how crazy it would be if Pulisic is like the standout performer of that game.
No, he's gonna miss sitters like he did today. You know it.
Bro, hey,
I'm just getting PTSD from that Pickford mistake. Sorry, not from that. From that
Robert Green. We
Robert
ain't got no
Green
Robert.
mistake.
We ain't got no Robert Green this time. We got Jordan Pickford.
Your boy
goalkeeper.
has got T-Rex arms and a trim from Supercuts. He's got shitty hair and shitty arms, man. Good luck with that one.
And a big booty.
I mean, oh my Lord, that dude is so funky. He's so funky looking.
We're still gonna get the job done.
Yeah, right.
We'll send you into.
Okay, at least Arsenal can't mathematically catch up with us now.
I mean, that was probably going to happen anyway. Anyway, we'll end it here. Big up to everyone. Make sure you smash the like button. Share the video to see if we can get any more views after this. Thank you to all the guests that have participated today. Pleasure having you on. I will hand back over to Sadiq next time. So all you guys that have been waiting for him to come back, you got your wish. Matt's rejected down the co-host, unfortunately. If you do want me, let me know, and then I might be able to get some more solo streams. You never know. But yeah, this is Matt, Alfred, Carlito, Nipping, KJ signing out. Up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea.
Good performance, man. Don't ever leave